ladies, welcome to class. Good morning. What we're going to be doing today is solving multi-step equations and solving for our variable. So this is on lesson 7.5, and we have done a little bit of this before, so I'm going to have you guys follow along and participate, and we'll see how much you guys remember of what we've done. So what problem I'm doing first today is number 7. You want to follow along on your worksheet, and it is 5, I'm just going to write it out real quick. 5 times x plus 1 equals 5 plus 12x. So take a look at that really quick. Let me grab something here. And what we're going to do, what is the first step that we're going to do with this, ladies? Do you guys remember? We want to multiply what? The 5 times x. And so we have to distribute. And then our next step is going to be plus 5 times 1 is 5. Yeah, because we have to distribute this 5 outside the parentheses by each term that's within the parentheses. So this is a term, and this is a term. So I've got a plus in the middle because there's no sign in front of my 5. I got a plus right there. And then we can take this other side of the equation and write it out because there were no parentheses on that side to distribute. And now what we want to do is put all of your like terms on one side of your equation, the ones with the variable, and then the ones without the variable on the other side. So which term could we move first?
5x and 12x.
Okay, so we'll do, this is positive, so what are we going to do? We have to do the opposite to eliminate it. Yeah, so minus 5x minus 5x. So 12 minus 5 is what, ladies? 12x minus 5x? 7x. Okay, good. And then we've got our x variables on the right side, so we want to take the ones without the variable to the other side. So what are we going to do with this? It's a positive, so you're going to subtract it. Exactly. So 5 minus 5. 0. And we got 5 minus 5 is 0. Okay. And then you want to divide by your term with the variable. So 0 divided by 7. So what is our answer going to be? Does anybody know that? Anything divided by 0 is just going to be 0. Yeah. So number 5, your answer is going to be 0. And it looks like we got that right. I checked it on our worksheet here. So we're going to do another one real quick and see how we do with it. Let me erase all that. Did everybody follow along okay with what we were doing on that one?
Yeah.
Okay. Any questions?
Oh, no.
You okay for now? I'm going to see how we do on the next one. Okay. So our next one we're going to do is number 9. And that's going to be 7 times g minus 2 equals 5g plus 4. So what are we going to do first here? 7g, we distribute time, and then
minus
next. 14 minus 14, yeah. Equals, now what? 5g's, because we said 5 times g is 5g plus
9 20.
20. Yeah, because you multiplied, right? Exactly. Okay, now we want to put all our terms with our variable on one side. So which term do we want to work with here? Maybe the 5?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to do what operation?
Minus.
Exactly. So we take it over to the other side. 7 minus 5 is what? 2g, yeah. And then we want to take which term to the opposite side? Yeah, and what operation are we going to do?
Add.
Exactly. So 20 plus 14 is what?
34.
Okay, and then we're going to divide by which side?
The 2.
Exactly. So g is going to equal, does anyone know that top of their head? Or we can figure it out on the side here. 34 divided by 2.
It'll be 12.
2 goes into 3, how many times? 1?
1.
And 3 minus 2 is 1, and 2 goes into 14, how many times?
7.
7. So g equals 17. And we got that one right. Did you follow along with that okay, Amanda?
What number was that?
That was number 9. And did you have any questions on that? Did you follow along okay? Right? Okay. So on this next one here, I'm going to pick one that's a little more complex, and that is It's only a smidgen more complex. Number 11, it has an extra step, it looks like, in it. So, we'll see if we can do that one. 3 plus 2k plus 1 equals, so it looks like on this worksheet what we're doing is we go down and they get a little harder as we go towards the bottom. This has an extra step. So what we're going to do first, we're just going to bring this 3 down, and then I've got to distribute again here. So 2 times k is
2k.
okay, and then 2 times 1 is
2.
yeah, and the reason I'm putting a positive is because this is positive and that is positive, so you're going to have a positive, equals 3k plus 6. So can anybody tell what the extra step is going to be here?
Adding the 3 and the 2. Like,
Exactly, yeah, we've got an extra like 2 terms over here, so you add the terms that are the same, that don't have a variable, so that would be 3 plus 2, 5, plus 2k equals 3k plus 6. Just writing the rest of it out there, because I didn't have to add anything else on that side, different terms. And then what do we want to take to one side with our variable?
the 2k.
You want to do that? And what operation do you think we're going to do?
Minus.
Exactly. 3 minus 2 is
1.
1, okay, exactly. And then we want to take this term to the opposite side.
5. Take 5.
I'm going to go with the 6, because you're going to have both of your terms on that side. You know what I mean? You want to be on the other side, since we already did that one to that side. So minus 6. 5 minus 6 is going to be what? Exactly, -1 equals 1k, and then we divide by the term with the variable, that cancels out. So -1 divided by 1 is going to be what? 1 negative or positive?
Positive.
I'm going to go with negative, because a negative divided by positive is negative result. So that was number 11, right?
Yep.
-1, and we got it right. So, you guys follow along with that, okay?
Yep.
Okay, and some of these are going to have fractions as we go down the page, and we could maybe try one of those really quick too. I'll show you how to do it, because sometimes fraction ones seem to throw people off on what you want to do, so I'll just show you that. I'll do number 19. 5 over 2v minus 4 equals 7 over 2v. So which term do you think we would like to move to the opposite side? So we have the ones with the variable on one side and the one without on the other.
The 4.
Mm,
5, 2.
yeah, the 5 over 2, exactly. So you're going to say minus 5 over 2v minus 5 over 2v.
Then you have to find.
And we do have the same denominator, so we can subtract. So keep the same denominator, your bottom number 2.
So it's 2.
And what's the top number?
2 over 2.
Yep. 2 over 2v. And then -4 equals 2 over 2v.
Why -4? That was -4.
This counts the same as a negative. Like when you've got this -4, it counts the same as, you can think of it as a negative, you know, so you just bring it down. We already took that off there. And then, let's see if we can get this right. So when you have a fraction, you have to basically multiply by the inverse. And the inverse of 2 over 2, what you have to flip it, is still the same, right? 2 over 2. So it's -4 times 2 over 2. So -4 times 2 is what?
-8.
And then 2 times 1 is 2. And then -8 divided by 2 is going to be what?
-4.
Yep. So that's what we had to do. That's our answer. We got it right. So if this would have
Where's the
been
V then? Where would the V go?
v, that is the answer. V equals -4.
Oh.
So that was number 19, and we got it right. And if this would have been, like what I was saying with a fraction, if this would have been 1/2, then what you have to do to solve it is divide by the inverse, which means you flip it. So it would be multiplying basically by 2 over 1, if you had a different term. I mean, but it was 2, 2, so we didn't, you flip it and you get the same thing, basically. So, does anyone have any questions on that one?
No.
Does anyone want to come up and solve a problem on their own, or for the class? Or are we good? We can work independently, that's fine too. Okay. Alright, so ladies, you just want to continue working on that worksheet, and if you have any questions, let me know, and we'll see how that goes. We got just a couple more to solve.